the DMG Stutter Wrong YouTube channel. My name is Mike, and today we're joined by Gage Jones. How's it going?
How you doing, man? What's up?
Oh, I'm great. Living life still.
I mean, if you guys haven't seen it yet, you should really go and check out Mikey's, as he puts his head down in shame, you should go check out Mikey's reaction to all these draft picks, including Doctor Strange, the first and foremost one, was one of the funniest things ever. And Dylan and I were nothing but supportive and friendly during that time.
This is true.
Man, oh man, that was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time.
That was awful, to say the least. But yeah, it's on our live stream. It's on our channel as well. To be more specific, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Comment is pinned down below. Just click on the time right there, and it'll take you right to it. Hooked you guys up.
Who commented it?
I did. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I pinned it at the top for everybody, so go check that out. Give the video a like for my reaction.
And that was just like the pure anger of it. That's not even like the best part of like that night when we did a full draft recap, and this dude went on a freaking monologue for about 5 minutes on Dr. Cole Strange. Oh man, it was funny. Funny.
Yep. But speaking of that, before we jump into this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. Yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. As you can see from on your screen here, I'm gonna be going over the New England Patriots 2022 draft recap. Gage is also going to give some of his input, so we'll go from there.
I think for like during the season and a little bit longer, we're gonna have more team specific videos for like our teams in general, as well as like NFL stuff. So you'll probably see a lot more videos of just, Mikey or just me or just Dylan doing stuff on their, respective teams. So
But jumping in here with our first pick in the first round, which would be 29 overall. Round 1, pick 29 is Cole Strange, guard, UT Chattanooga. It doesn't get any better no matter how you say it.
It's honestly the best pick you guys had.
Debatable. He's 6'5", 305. This is just a little recap of like what the guy's all about in case you still don't know. He has great speed out of his stance. When that ball is snapped, he has cat-like reactions in getting out of his stance and getting ready to block. He plays with an edge, like grit and like that chip on his shoulder type thing. Like he's kind of like a Trevor Penny, but not as mean. He's a little bit nicer to the edges and the D tackles and stuff, but he still plays with that edge and has incredible strength. And he has only allowed 1 sack in the past 4 seasons with UT Chattanooga, so that's pretty impressive. I think he was in the top 5 for the highest graded guards on PFF this past season. Cole Strange, I would say a few negatives about him is he's going to be 25 when the season starts. What?
Can you just like insert your clip of your recap into this, please, for that part? For the 24-year-old part, like that part was gold.
So I mean, it's not the best thing you want. He's gonna be 25 when the season starts. He's played 5 or 6 years at UT Chattanooga, and he like hasn't entered a transfer portal at all to like try and go to a better school. So I mean, that's also kind of worrisome why he hasn't or anything. Maybe he's just devoted or dedicated to that UT Chattanooga grind. But first round here, a little bit of a reach, but obviously the 2 best guards are obviously gone in Kenyon Green and Zion Johnson. A little bit of a reach here in the first round, but as we all know, Bill Belichick doesn't give a crap about reaching. If he sees his guy, he's going to take him. He doesn't care what round it is or who it is. But another positive thing to this that I saw, the NFL had him as a second-round player for their stuff. So I mean, it all depends on who you look at. First round, I mean, second round guy, third round guy, fourth round guy. Some guys probably has him a fifth round guy just because they see UT Chattanooga's like, well, this guy sucks. But it'll be interesting to see what he can do this first year if he even starts. And I could see him starting, so we'll see what happens. Cole Strange with our first overall pick. If I had to grade it, I'd give it a C. He's not a bad player, but I think it's just a little bit of a reach. I think we probably could have got him second round.
Potentially.
I think we could have got him there. So, not the best pick, but also not the worst. He's what we need. So we'll move on to our second pick here, which is Tyquan Thornton. He's second round, pick 50, wide receiver out of Baylor. He's 6'2", 182. He ran the fastest 40 at the combine. The dude is lightning quick. His tape is full of route separation. He has sticky hands with a big catch radius. He goes up strong for 50-50 balls. If you watch this dude's highlights or his film at all, this dude gets separation. Like he can separate from the DBs pretty easily, and with that speed, he knows how to use it to his advantage. It'll be interesting to see how it translates to the NFL because you see John Ross, he had that crazy speed, but I think one of the things that John Ross that was holding him back was he only had the go route or the streak route, whatever you want to call it. He only had that, and he couldn't really create the separation. But go ahead.
And we've talked about this in a video before. I think it was like a bus video, but like it's not John Ross's fault for what he is. He shouldn't have been drafted where he was.
Yeah.
It was all because of his hype. He was never going to be a first round production talent in the NFL, and that's not what they don't need a number one here, the Patriots.
Yeah.
They need somebody to have this electric speed that can open up their offense to make people stand still. So this guy doesn't need to be amazing. He's got all those routes, but he needs to run 3 routes extremely well.
Yep. And he has about 3 routes that he does extremely well. He has the go route, he has the slant route, and he has like the long post, I guess you could say. But watching this dude, he has great separation in the red zone, which is also super nice. He gets separation from the DBs pretty easy in the red zone. He has a nice 2-step move that he likes to use to be able to get on the outside. Being 6'2", he likes to be on the outside to be able to go up for those balls and reach over the DBs. I guess a negative about him is he is a skinny dude. 6'2", 182, as you can tell from this picture. I mean, he looks like a pretty ripped dude, but he's just skinny ripped. But Devontae Smith did it, so we'll see if other receivers can make it happen too. Being that skinny frame receiver. He also doesn't have the greatest yak ability. He can get a few yards after the catch, but it kind of all depends on what's going on. But I mean, Tyquan Thornton in the second round. I mean, a majority, if you watch the draft, the best receivers were off the board within the first 15 picks of the draft. So,
that was crazy time.
Yeah, and then even at the start of the second round, Christian Watson goes, and I think Sky Moore went before him. No, we traded up. Oh, geez. We traded with the Chiefs, and then we took Tyquan Thornton. But it was still kind of slim pickings after that, but I think this might be my favorite pick of our draft here, getting Tyquan Thornton. I give it a B- though. Still, he doesn't need to come in and do crazy things, but no, I like it. We've never really had like a full like true speedster on our team really, so it'll be interesting to see how he's utilized and what he can do and add to our offense. So I like this pick a lot though. Moving on to the next one here, we got our third round pick, pick 85, Marcus Jones, cornerback out of Houston.
That's my favorite one for you guys.
Yeah, I do like Marcus Jones. He's 5'8", 175. He has explosive speed. He's a little underrated at the corner, or undersized at the corner, but he has explosive speed. He had a 56.5 passer rating and coverage through from 2019 through 2021 according to PFF, and these are for guys with more than 100 snaps at that position. So I think that was fourth out of slot corners or something in all FBS.
Gotcha.
So not too bad there. He has great footwork. He's able to shift and turn with no pauses. He's just an athletic dude. He's super fast. He can make those turns. He can make those cuts. He can follow people. He even has reps at receiver, which is super interesting to watch. If you watch any of his highlights, he has some receiver reps with Houston there. He actually does all right for himself. So that's pretty cool to see. But he's also a very, very dangerous return man in college. He was one of the best in the country. So he's a very versatile guy. And we need corners, so it'll be interesting to see how he lines up in our defense, if he lines up in our defense. But he'll probably for sure maybe be our return guy. But I do like this pick as well. You got anything to add on this one?
No, you went over it. I just really liked this pick. I thought he's a really good guy. He's definitely going to be a slot inside corner for you, though.
Yeah.
You're already going over that, so.
He's also a scrappy dude. This dude plays mean. He's so fun to watch. I was watching a bunch of his film for when we did our sleeper video. Tyquan and Marcus were actually in the recent one. The Patriots picked them both, which is kind of funny. But this dude's a scrappy dude too. He wears his emotions on his sleeves and he plays his heart out. So that's about all you can ask for.
Yeah, Dylan has been high on him for a while, and we've been talking about him a ton. So this was cool to see.
Yep. Moving on to our next. I thought it was gonna be another third round pick, but we only had one. This is round 4, pick 121. Jack Jones, cornerback, Arizona State. He's 5'11", 175. Formerly of USC, now Arizona State. But his lateral transitions are fluid and quick. He's another one of those athletic guys. His foot quickness to burst into the passing lanes. He finds receivers' chests and he crowds them tight down the field. I think it's just another depth player at corner here. We needed help still there tremendously in getting Marcus Jones and now Jack Jones and having Malcolm Butler and then Jonathan Jones. We have 3 corners with the last name Jones on our team now. So if you play corner and your last name Jones, Patriots are looking for you. But yeah, just another athletic guy, quick guy. More of an outside corner, I believe. I haven't watched too much on him, but most of the snaps I've seen him have been outside. So that'd be nice. Get behind Malcolm Butler, learn from one of the Patriot greats, and obviously our defensive scheme. He'll easily be able to pick up things and transition to the NFL, hopefully pretty easily.
So, as an outsider watching the Patriots, they always have a good defense, right? It's always going to be competent. Just because that's the Patriots. They will always be a competent team. And they had a very, very, very good defense last year. And then towards the late middle to the end of the season, they just kind of started to be exposed just by age and athleticism, and that's what Bill just went out and did. It just seems like he just went, okay, I'm going to go get athlete, and I can teach them.
Yes.
I think it's a smart thing.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a good mix of veterans and these young guys to learn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking mainly when I was watching this, or watching the draft and seeing some of these picks. Obviously, these guys aren't going to be high on many boards, but just because of their football IQ in a sense, but their athleticism is what we were looking for, obviously, because that's what killed us. So, Jack Jones, round 4, I like it. Moving on. Another round 4, pick 127. We got Pierre Strong Jr., running back out of South Dakota State, 5'11", 207. He ran the fastest 40 for the running backs at the combine. He has great agility. He has great awareness when he's running to be able to make the cutbacks against defenders and make them miss in the open field. He also has great vision to find the gaps in the line. He's patient, and he's always looking. He's always looking for those gaps in the line. So hopefully Dr. Strange and David Andrews and Michael Onwenu can make those gaps for him. He won't be playing much, but when he's in there, he'll make the most of it with those guys leading the way up there. Once again, another athlete. We got Damian Harris from Andre Stevenson, who are two main backs. Damian Harris ain't the quickest guy, but he's no slouch in the running back group, and Ramondre Stevenson had a pretty good rookie campaign, and then just getting another guy that can go in there and help expand that offense just by having a guy that's pure speed and can burn people when he gets in the open field. Once again, something the Patriots have never really had at running back. So he can also catch passes out of the back too.
So I'm curious here. Similar to the Browns, you guys drafted a running back when you have a very deep running back group already.
We always
what
do.
do you think's gonna go? What do you think's happening here? Because there's no way they're gonna keep like 4 or 5 running backs on a roster. You can't pay them. I guess for you guys it's a little bit different since you guys aren't paying any of them. They're all on rookie deals.
Yes.
So, I don't know if there's like anything about that, or if because they're all on rookie deals, it's not a huge deal.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he's trying to get depth there first, and then because we'll probably. I don't know why we re-signed James White, to be honest. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was just weird.
But another athlete in the running back position, something we never really had, and he can expand and add a new level to our running back position in our offense. So. Pierre Strong Jr., running back out of South Dakota. Moving on to another 4th round pick here, pick 137.
Quarterback, baby.
Bailey Zappi, or Zape, or I'm not sure how you say it.
I think it's just Bailey Zapp.
Bailey Zapp, quarterback.
I think that's what it is.
Out of Western Kentucky. Barely 6 foot tall, 215. This is just we needed a backup. He won't see the field. But he does have good pre-snap recognition of defenses, which is what Bill Belichick looks for in quarterbacks. He does good reads of what the defense is in. He can make adjustments towards what they are lined up in. He has great vision to exploit the holes in the defense in their zone. He has an excellent deep ball. So maybe a couple plays during garbage time, Bailey Zapp gets in there and throws a deep ball down to Tyquan Thornton up over the middle. Touchdown Patriots, 56-0 over the Jets. No, but yeah, I think this is just a backup role here to kind of fill Jarrett Stidham's spot. The dude, I don't know how, but he had back surgery because he hurt his back when he doesn't play. So he won't be around much longer. So I think this is just to kind of get another guy in there working with Mac Jones and Brian Hoyer. So.
Okay.
I don't like the pick, though. You could have just not done it and picked something better. So, moving on.
He's going to be your starter.
No, you won't. Round 6 here, 6th round pick. Pick 183. We got Kevin Harris, running back out of South Carolina. 5'10", 221. Now, this one, I understand it as well. This is a big man back. This dude is a monster. He consistently shrugs off tackles, attempts above the waist. He had 1 fumble in 358 carries at South Carolina. So he has good ball security. And this dude is like your 3rd down, grounded pound, got to get that 1st down, got to get it in for the score type of guy. So, yeah, I think that's mainly what he'll be used for if he sees the field. He'll be that 3rd down back to goal line back when he got to punch one in, get that touchdown. And this is the guy to do it. Dude's jacked, and he's strong as all hell. So,
yeah.
not too bad pick for the 6th.
Practice squad.
Yeah.
Guy for a couple years to a year, and maybe make the roster officially next year, I would guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with some of these running backs and if they play or what. But not too bad. Next 6th round pick here, pick 200. We got Sam Roberts, D tackle out of Northwest Missouri State. He's 6'5", 295. Recorded 18 tackles for loss and 6.5 sacks in 13 games last season. If you know what it is, are they FCS? I think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FBS is what normal teams are.
Yeah. I was trying to think. I didn't know if they were like D3 though. I don't think they are. I think they're FCS with like South Dakota State and North Dakota State and those teams.
Sure.
But they have one of the best defenses in FCS, and Sam Roberts is a big reason of that. He has great strength. I was watching the video that the Patriots posted after they drafted him just because I was curious. I've never really heard of the guy nor watched Northwest Missouri State. So this dude bullies interior linemen. This dude, he gets off of his set quick, and he is instantly pushing back those centers, the centers and guards. Like, this dude's strong. He is super strong. He gets in the backfield quick. So obviously that's at the FCS level. We'll see how that translates to the NFL if he plays a few snaps or whatnot. But just from that, watching his tape, it's actually very impressive to see what he can do against some of those guys. And some of those guys out there are no slouches. They look like they're some big boys. So that was impressive to see. But we'll see what he can do if he sees the field. I mean, 6th round, you're getting down to the slim pickings here, and you're kind of just going off of who you think you could develop in a sense or whatnot. So, kind of garbage time pick here. But Sam Roberts, his tape is kind of impressive. So, not too bad for the 6th round, I think. Mm-hmm. Moving on to the next one here. We got Chasen Hines, center out of LSU. He's 6'3", 327. He has both experience at guard and center. The 327 is a little overweight. He usually plays around 300 to 305. This last season, he kind of spiked up in weight. So he's aggressive into and through blocks, and he races out of his stance and into the pull block duties. Which, if you watch his highlights, if you see that dude go and pull, he is there quick because he wants to hit somebody. It's funny to watch him see that big boy moving across the line, getting ready to hit somebody. But yeah, he races out of that stance and he gets over there and he's ready to do his job. So that's what Bill Belichick's looking for, a guy that's ready to get out there and do his job. Do your job. That's the New England way, baby.
Looks weird seeing you say that with the Kansas City hat on.
This is the only thing I'll ever own that says Kansas City. Sporting KC, baby. Shout out Johnny Russell.
That's nice.
That's my boy. Well, yeah, we got Chasen Hines, baby. Once again.
That was it?
Nope, we got one more. Round 7, pick 245. We got Andrew Stueber, offensive tackle out of Michigan. He's 6'7", 325. Man, just looking at that picture, it's like, get your hands up, buddy. You didn't get out of your set quick enough. Myles Garrett's already by you.
Hey, don't feel bad. He's by everybody.
I know.
Unless you're choking him and grabbing his shoulder pads.
Yep.
Which is allowed, apparently. So go ahead and do it.
Yep, on them triple teams. He's powerful and tough in the trenches. Got to get tough in the trenches. He's firm through engagement with the strong core, frame and strength for reps at guard. 6'7", 325. I feel like
it's tall.
I feel like that's a good size for a tackle and guard. I saw a thing when they said he's undersized for his position.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Oh.
I wouldn't say he is either. I don't know why they would say that, but I mean, he's built for his position. If he gets to see the field at all, who knows?
It'd be a bad situation if that were to happen.
Yeah.
You don't want to see him, not because he's not good. You just don't want to see him on the field.
Yeah, not yet. Unless we know he's developed and ready to go, you don't want to see him on the field.
You see him on the field, that means somebody got hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, and we had nothing else. But yeah, Andrew Stueber, tackle out of Michigan. Now that is the last pick.
I like it. You guys got a starter right on the first pick, an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
I think he will start for you guys.
I think he will too.
Right away. You got a needed weapon that opens up your offense that you guys desperately needed to have opened up last year. You guys got 2 corners that can just add to the secondary. Both, a little bit smaller, but quicker guys that can learn from the already, very good secondary you guys have. I should say very good, very solid secondary you have with solid veterans that they can learn from. And then you guys went out and you guys grabbed a couple running backs. You know, probably looking for the future. I wonder if they don't think that Damian Harris or Ramondre Stevenson are going to be guys that you pay a second contract to, which honestly it's Bill Belichick, so I doubt you would pay a running back a second contract anyways. So just look to the future, see if you guys, hit on one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback one puzzles me a bit. I don't know why you need Bailey Zapp unless you see a chance that he has potential to take over for Mac Jones or take his spot. Because you have backups that can actually benefit Mac Jones with teaching already. But maybe this is just you need cheaper backup play. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. And then you guys went and got a D tackle that will be a sub package tackle. You guys don't need him to start. You guys have I think 3 really good D tackles already in front of him. So this is just another guy that can work his way through once Lawrence Guy kind of hits that limit. And then you guys picked up 2 swing linemen. You picked up guys that you hope don't have to see the field, but will likely see the field because people get injured all the time, especially those linemen. So having some guys to back it up, I think it was a solid draft. I like it. That's an outsider's perspective.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. Overall, looking back at it in depth more now, I think a lot of people were quick to give us one of the worst draft grades just because of this pick right here. And a little bit of this one just because there were other receivers on the board that other people had high or whatnot.
So we're on the board.
Sky Moore. I'd have to look back. I know Sky Moore was on the board, but he's not what we needed. But Sky Moore was there. David Bell, Romeo Dubes.
Dobbs is
Khalil Shakir, beast.
He's not a second round talent, but
yeah,
I like it.
I don't know. Yeah. Other people they'll hate on it. So, but overall, I give it C minus area. I mean, you didn't get the best players in the draft, obviously, but you got guys you needed, and you got athletes.
You guys weren't drafting for starters. You guys were drafting for developing. So
yes,
that's fair.
So I give it a C minus. Not the greatest draft, but we got a bunch of athletes that we really need and guys that can develop and potentially become our starters by keeping that athleticism, and now they're smarter. So yeah, I give it a C minus.
Well, there you go. If you made it to the end of this video, we appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow us. Stay tuned for some more NFL content.
Oh yeah. Peace out.